Hey guys, welcome back to the show. As always, I'm Alocide, so grab yourself a beer or drink of your choice and let's talk this week in video games. Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Thank you for joining me again. I very much appreciate it as always. So of course you know by now, unless you're living under a rock, the PS4 launched this week. But there was some other stuff going on in the news that I thought I should cover rather than PS4, since everybody and their mother is probably covering all that stuff. So I got a couple interesting stories from Nintendo, the Vita, and I guess I should probably cover some of the PS4 stuff since it probably got lost in the mix last night. So let's get into it. So earlier this week, Nintendo held a Nintendo Direct event. They had a couple announcements to make. It wasn't anything earth-shattering, but the part of the broadcast that caught my attention was the new Kirby game coming to the 3DS. It's going to be called Kirby Triple Deluxe, which is a nifty little title. If you think about it really hard, it's just Kirby 3D in words. It looks pretty cool. It's classic Kirby. Got your little platforming going on, your suck and blow. That sounds weird. But yeah, the little pink puffball looks like he's going to be having some fun on your 3DS. And it looks like it's going to be utilizing the 3D for obviously depth perception, but it looks like Kirby's going to be able to traverse more than just horizontally. He's going to be able to come in and out of the screen as well. So that's what this lovely trailer is showing off. There was only about a minute and a half of footage that they showed off, but I will link you to the full trailer anyway, because it's, to be frank, it's delightful. Now moving on to the 3DS's counterpart in the handheld market, we're talking the PS Vita, and I wanted to discuss Tearaway a little bit with you, since, the Vita doesn't really get that much love all that often. But there are a couple of releases coming later on this month, including Tearaway, which got a brand new trailer featuring some of the developers and the programmers. The Tearaway, if you're not familiar with it, it's this interesting play on paper crafts. So everything in the game can be made in real life. There's supposedly a website going up where they will be posting plans and schematics to construct your own little Tearaway world if you so choose. But the video game itself, it looks like it's going to be utilizing pretty much every function that the Vita has available. So some people might forget, but the Vita actually has two cameras, front and back. It's got a touch panel on the back of the system, and it's also got 6-axis motion control. So it looks like it'll be utilizing all of those functions, and it looks like it might be doing it actually relatively well. It's not gimmicky from what I've seen anyway. But the game itself looks, I should probably use another word instead of cute, because I already did that for Kirby, so I'll say charming. So I'll link you to that trailer as well. There's some pretty good insight from the developers in this video. There's also a couple others floating around out there, but I'll link you to the latest one. So as for all the news that came out of the PS4 launch last night, they held that little event on Spike TV, which I had forgotten existed as a television network, honestly. But there was some interesting stuff that came out of it. We got a new announcement for Uncharted 4. They didn't call it Uncharted 4, but it's the fourth one in that series, which was not a shock to anybody. We all knew that was coming anyway. We also got an announcement from Metal Gear Solid's creator Hideo Kojima. For Metal Gear Solid 5, we're going to be getting a flashback mission. From my understanding of what I saw in the video, it's basically going to be old Snake having a flashback into his earlier, younger years, and it looks like it's going to be using some of the assets from the PS1 era Metal Gear Solid. So it's a pretty interesting take. I'm not sure if it's more for nostalgia or if it's going to have a big part in the game, but it looks interesting. And lastly, we got to see a little more of Destiny. And Bungie also announced last night that the beta for Destiny is actually going to be coming to PlayStation users first. So if you have Destiny pre-ordered for either the PS3 or the PS4, you'll have early access to the beta, and you will be able to get in on that to test out Destiny. So I think that about covers it. As I said, there wasn't too much going on outside of the PS4 launch this week. If you did happen to pick one up, congratulations. I hope you're having fun with it. It looks like there's a couple interesting titles that might be worth playing on there, including Resogun, that nice indie downloadable if you're a PS Plus member. So we got the Xbox One coming next week, so I'm sure next week will probably be dead news-wise as well, unless the PS4 somehow explodes or something. A couple of reminders for other crap going on my channel. I've got that giveaway going on And if you want to win a copy of Hotline Miami, I've got 2 copies that I'm giving away. You very simply have to go watch the video, which I will link somewhere around here, and leave a comment on that video. There's about 2 weeks left in the contest. I'm closing it on November 24th, so be sure you leave a comment before then, because odds are I'll probably be doing the drawing on the 23rd, but technically it closes on the 24th. You get what I mean. Just go do it, all right? And also going on still, I've got my Let's Plays of Super Mario Bros. 3. We're on to World 5, I think? Yeah. So if you're in the present, that's where I'm at now. If you're from the future, I'd probably finish the game by now. As always, if there was some major news story that I happen to miss, please be sure that you comment on this video as well to inform me. I will maybe correct myself in the future. And if this is the first time you're grabbing a beer with me, I usually update on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So be sure you subscribe so you can come back and grab a cold one with me and we can talk about whatever the hell's going on in the gaming industry from that week. But that should about cover it. So until next weekend, I'm Alocide. This has been Havin a Beer. Cheers, everybody.